Hi, my name is Richard Nielsen. I'm one of the mechanics here at Tomahawk, Monday through Friday, and on call when needed. I've been with the program over 22 years now, and they still let me come to work every day. I started going to the airport, hanging on the fence when I was about 12. My dad was a rated pilot. Sometimes I go on training flights with him, and he was also an instructor with his students. He ended up being my instructor. I got my license through him. I ended up joining the Navy, and that's how I really got involved in helicopters. Did a couple tours overseas, worked on an aircraft carrier for 2.5 years, and I really enjoyed that. And then I got a job offer down in the Bahamas to work on the same helicopters I was flying with in the service. So, that's after that, here I am, 22 years later. And now we're just taking everything apart, cleaning it. We're going to inspect it, replace any hardware that needs to be replaced, including bolts, nuts, washers, whatever the case may be. And we'll put it all back together, and by noon we should be back in service, because that's when the noon crew shows up and they're going to need an aircraft, and this is the one. Helicopters are inherently expensive because they require a lot of maintenance. I believe right now they can average probably about 4 hours of maintenance for every hour that it flies. So that's quite a bit. We do a complete walk-around inspection in the mornings to make sure we've got oil in everything, that there was no obvious damage from the night before. This is the book that stays in the aircraft. It's got a checklist for us, the things that we check first thing in the morning. It lets the pilots know what we did. He's got a track inside here that's engaged. He can manually move it and take manual control of the throttles themselves. So let's say there is an engine fire. An engine fire has a certain tone that can be identified very easily. If the landing gear is not down, when we get close to the ground, it'll send a warning. And this is one area we really take a close look at, because these rotor blades do take a beating, especially on the leading edges. As you can see, there's a lot going on up here. You can't find this anywhere else. I can stand outside those doors right now, watch airplanes take off and land. I never get tired of watching it. Where else are you gonna get that? Where I can work inside and outside. And the aircraft belongs to maintenance until we decide to safety fly. Then we turn it over to them. But until that point comes, it belongs to us. So I'm not gonna let them fly around in anything I wouldn't get into myself.